Republicans have decided to skip town. But what this debt ceiling debate really is about is the fact that they have run up a bill, Republicans have run up a bill that they now do not want to pay. They have run up this bill with extremely excessive military spending. They have run up this bill with extraordinary tax cuts for the wealthiest people in this country. And now when it comes down to time to pay for this bill, they do not want to pay it.
Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez should be run up a flagpole, like in the good old days. I'm convinced it would yield a favorable outcome. Well, welcome all. You know we just honored all of those military members she is talking about, or rather, she is whining about. And we specifically remembered all of those military members on Memorial Day, those who died for us. But she cares little for that nonsense. She just wants all of your dollars and cents to fund her projects, not the military, not to keep money you earned in your pockets. And so that makes her angsty, like a hormonal teenage girl.
And not only that, but they are accusing Democrats of saying we spend too much. For anyone that wants to entertain that thought, I ask you to think about the last time a person has said in this country that the government does too much for them, that their Social Security check was too high, that teachers are paid too much. When was the last time anyone has heard or seen that?
Ooh, calling me. But I'll ask you. Today's question is this. The debt ceiling was basically potentially raised or suspended. We're not quite sure yet. We'll see what comes of it. But what will this mean for your wallet, your bank account, your sanity? Let me know your thoughts in the comments and then share this video since after all, it is free to do so. Now again, I say, Memorial Day is all about remembering the fallen.
Well,
No, not that one. We remember those who gave their all for our safety. So naturally, as our modern political world revolves, this weekend was spent with politicians making a dramatic stand about the debt ceiling being raised and coming to some sort of a deal at the final hour. Drama queens.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. That's my thing. And if you take it away from me, I will kill myself. And then you.
When we started 2023, the debt ceiling was set at $31.4 trillion, which may be play money since it's unfathomable to know how much that really is. And that ceiling means we can't go above it, except of course when we have. As you can see, it doesn't matter who's in office. The U.S. debt has risen and risen and risen, and the debt ceiling has been suspended a handful of times just in the last decade, or we've just, flat out surpassed the ceiling. Whatever, right? In the words of Taco Bell, live Mas. Since 2001, the United States government has run a deficit of about $1 trillion each year. This means our government spends, on average, $1 trillion more each year than the government brings in revenue. Right now, that debt is about $31 trillion, right at the debt ceiling. Putting this into layman's terms.
In terms of money, we have no money.
According to the Treasury, in the last 50 years, 5 decades, the federal government has run a surplus just 5 times. And we haven't had a surplus since 2001. And it's because we just keep on going on our merry way, funding pet projects so politicians and lobbyists can keep lining those pockets made of only the fanciest silks. If only they would have set aside some money, put it in a safe place for if they needed it.
And so Michael, his son, and his brother together enjoyed the cathartic burning of the banana stand.
There was money in that banana stand.
Well, it's all gone now, Dad.
There's $250,000 lining the walls of the banana stand.
Why didn't you tell me that?
How much clearer can I say? There's always money in the banana stand!
If we've learned anything, it's that there is always money in the banana stand. Biden has been saying since the beginning of the year that he will not negotiate on the debt ceiling, like you don't negotiate with terrorists. Except this is Joe Biden, and he instead leaves billions of dollars worth of military equipment, as well as innocent women and children, in the hands of the Taliban. No negotiating, just up and leaving. And so Joe very clearly negotiated. But Joe claims he knows how to bargain well.
And it feels good. We'll see when the vote starts. And look, one of the things that I hear some of you guys saying is, why doesn't Biden say what a good deal it is? Why would Biden be saying what a good deal is before the vote? You think that's going to help me get it passed? No. That's why you guys don't bargain very well.
I'm reassured. Are you reassured? Well, be reassured, since Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy struck a deal about the debt ceiling, and it will get its vote in Congress. This is just what we do. We decide to spend all the money that we don't have. We then claim the ceiling has to be risen so we don't default on paying our debts. We then raise the ceiling. We then spend more fictitious money and raise the debt. Rinse, repeat. That's just how we do it. Around and around we go. This time around, the plan, if, very big if, passed in Congress, would suspend the debt ceiling to January 2025. Don't worry, though. It's temporary, you guys. Some of the things in the Fiscal Responsibility Act of 2023, in addition to the debt limit suspension, include work requirements for food stamp recipients, cuts to non-defense discretionary, some for law enforcement, forest management, and scientific research for 2024, and also actually investing in fossil fuels in the U.S. A new natural gas pipeline will be constructed from West Virginia to Virginia. McCarthy negotiated to get the student loan payment pause finally ending, meaning those adults who took out tens of thousands of dollars for transracial studies and diversity majors will have to actually start paying back that money. You know who is really mad about all this? Specifically, that the debt ceiling is only temporarily being suspended? AOC. She wants the limit to be obliterated in the name of the Constitution.
I think you're right. I believe the 14th Amendment should be used. I believe that the president has that authority. I have signed letters from the Progressive Caucus that have instituted and suggested as much, because we should eliminate the debt limit in the United States because of the constitutional reason. Now, let me share something. I will share something. And I will share something. I will share something. The United States is the only nation in the modern developed world that even has a debt limit in this degree.
But some people were not so pleased with AOC's words on the debt ceiling, and probably everything that came out of her mouth.
Where are you on the migrant issue? You're absent. Where are you? You're a piece of
Okay.
I was you claim that you voted for.
And
okay, are you going to stop this war? That's my question. Are we going to...
Yeah, we know about the
paper. Yeah, we know about the paper. Why are you afraid of your constituents?
The most vocal critics were led away by security. Afterward, Ocasio-Cortez tweeted she was grateful for a great crowd and the opportunity to answer questions, adding a smiley face emoji.
Smiley face emoji. It's the AOC way. That's the state of politics for right now and probably forever. It's all smiley face emojis and closed door deals. Welcome to America. Keep giving your Fs, faith, family, and friends. Share this video if you'd be so kind. And until next time, stay healthy, America.